What was growing up like?
I was a really anxious kid. My mom traveled a lot for work, and my dad worked a lot, so my sister was usually taking care of me. I don't know, I just had like this obsession with thinking that everyone close to me was gonna die or that I was gonna die. It was weird. Like if the person wasn't with me, I would think about them dying in a plane crash or them dying in a car accident. Just like I was just like a weird kid, really sensitive. My family didn't like that I was sensitive, or not didn't like that. They just told me that I couldn't cry over little things, but they weren't little to me. So yeah, I was a really sensitive kid. And yeah, I don't really remember a lot of my childhood. I don't know why. I don't really have childhood trauma besides
Right.
just being anxious and sensitive. But
Yeah. So your parents were kind of like that old school mentality, like not showing the feelings and kind
my
of
dad definitely was, yeah.
holding them in. Did that impact you throughout your childhood? Did it come out in other ways? Were you expressing your feelings any other way, like maybe in an artistic way or in a bad way?
I mean, I am artistic still today. I don't think it like showed in childhood. I think it showed more in like it's still showing now. Like I definitely have a fear of like being vulnerable with people.
Yeah.
And I don't like being close to people. And I don't like crying either. I just don't like all those like intimate moments I'm really uncomfortable with, like still today.
Yeah, letting someone in too.
Yeah.
So you said you had an older sister. Did you have any other siblings?
I'm the middle child of 2 sisters, and we're all 6 years apart.
Oh wow, okay. So what was high school like for you?
It was pretty hellish. My freshman year I was raped, and after that I just kind of shut down.
Are you able to go into kind of what happened?
Yeah, I was 14, he was 17. I still kind of battle with what word I should use, whether it's rape or coercion. Because I didn't say no. So part of me still feels like I let it happen. But yeah, we were just dating. And that's how I lost my virginity. And I didn't really struggle with it then as much as I did when I was like probably like 17, because then he came out as gay. So then it just affected me even more that I was coerced, assaulted by someone who's gay. And I think he was just struggling with his sexuality, so he kind of took it out on me in a way because I was younger and, didn't have like what's the word? Like I didn't have the knowledge to know like that wasn't right.
Right.
So that was freshman year. And then sophomore year, I kind of just hid in the bathroom. My GPA was probably like 1.6, like really low. And then I dropped out my junior year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you drop out of high school your junior year. I want to just go back for 1 second. So with the freshman year, is it what is the legal age? Is it 17 or 18 in the state of North Carolina?
I have no idea. I actually don't know.
So it was 2 minors essentially.
Yeah.
And he moved forward with you and you didn't say no. Did he get in trouble for it?
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't tell anybody. I actually acted like it was normal. I didn't.
Right.
I don't think I like realized how much it affected me probably till a year later.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you drop out of high school. What do you do next?
I get my GED, and then I think that's when my mom stepped in and like could tell that I was really struggling. I was struggling with depression from like 14 probably until 19 really badly. So the year within that I dropped out, we were just trying different medications, different depression treatments. Long story short, eventually I was in remission, and then my mom decided that it'd be a good idea for me to go live abroad by myself, basically, stay with like a family friend of hers. And that was a big turning point because I'm obsessed with Europe. I love it. I think I'd live there long term. And then I came back. I think at this point I'm 18, 19.
Where in Europe were you?
Spain, Madrid.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Is your family originally from there, or are you Spanish?
No, I'm Dominican actually.
Okay,
My mom's from the Dominican Republic. My dad's from Alaska, Texas. He bounced back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
She just had a family friend out there. My mom's always traveled. Like I said, traveled to work, so she's been a million places, and she just thought it'd be a good idea to get away from like what I've been around for years.
Yep, got it. Okay. And where's the drug and alcohol use at this time? Hey guys, quick update. Starting Monday, August 25th, I'm hosting a weekly open recovery meeting. It's for any addiction. Whether you're struggling with alcohol, drugs, gambling, food, you name it, everyone is welcome. If you want to get updates and the meeting link each week, just email me at kevin@riseabovepod.com to join the list. Again, that's kevin@riseabovepod.com. Put Rise Above Meeting in the subject, and I'll add you to the list. Lastly, so that we can continue to spread the message of hope, please drop us a like or subscribe. And on streaming platforms, if you could please leave us a rating, it helps us reach more people. Thank you so much.
I've been smoking weed since 14, every day since 14,
Okay.
nonstop. At the time, I didn't really see that as an addiction because it was just like normalized.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I started perks, I think I started perks at 19. I still didn't realize that this is like something you can be addicted to, something that can ruin your life. So around, I think I was 18 or 19. Sorry, it's all a little fuzzy. 18 or 19, COVID started and I got laid off. I was working at like a bowling alley. I got laid off. And I had a roommate. She was my coworker. I was staying with her and her friend was a stripper. So she had told me about this like amateur contest that the club was having. So I went and I won. And I think they gave me like $300 for winning. And from that point I started dancing. And then a few months into dancing, my friend invited me to like this waterfall and I met this guy. And from there just kind of kicked off the addiction. He smoked, he drank, he did coke sometimes, and then he introduced me to perks. And I just didn't realize like how quickly I was going downhill, especially with him. Like I had an apartment, I had a job, I kind of had my shit together. And when I met him, it just kind of like things just went bad very quickly. So I stopped being able to pay for my apartment, so my roommate kicked me out. And we found like a college apartment, like student living. And we had other roommates. We were on like the bottom floor and they were on like the top floor. I think we stayed there for like a month and then we got kicked out for like fighting with each other, just like yelling and screaming. So then we were sleeping out of my car. And I still didn't realize like that the reason this was all happening was number one, because this is an abusive relationship and we both have an addiction to opiates now. And I don't know why I just kept staying with him. I don't know why I didn't realize like I didn't make the connection that he and the drugs are the problem and that I just could just walk away, and I just didn't. So we started sleeping out of my car, and doing perks. And
was he older than you?
About 2 years older than me, yeah.
Okay. And he had introduced Percocet to you right off the bat. 30s, 10s? What?
The M boxes. I don't know
so 30s, blues.
30s, yeah, okay.
Yeah. What year is this? Is this around COVID?
This is probably late 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the end of 2020, you're doing perks with him. Your life starts to spiral.
Mm-hmm.
You lose the apartment. Now you and him are living out of your car. And you guys are just doing whatever it takes to get high, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm dancing. He's doing odd jobs. He's throughout our whole relationship, he's doing odd jobs. He's doing like painting houses or roofing or carpentry or just any job that he can find that somebody will like connect him with is what he's doing. But he would ruin every opportunity he got because he would end up stealing from them. Like if there was an opportunity where he could steal from somebody, he's stealing from them, like at all times. So every time it feels like things are getting better, we just end up broke, back in the car, sick, and just trying to find somebody else he can take advantage of. And at that point, I didn't realize that's what was going on. I mean, he would work a while, come back with the money. One day he'd come back and be like, they had to let me go for some odd reason. And I'm not thinking like, oh, he stole from them immediately. So yeah, for a while we're just living out of my car. And then I'm trying to think of where we go next. Eventually I crash my car. Eventually we get in an argument. This whole time we're always arguing. If I have money and I don't want to spend it on the perks, he's going to put his hands on me and he's going to take my money. That's just how it was. So
he was abusive.
Yeah.
He was putting his hands on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I'm over it now. It's okay.
Yeah. So he was getting physical with you. Did he have an issue with you dancing?
No, because it made us money. So yeah, I mean, I don't think he really, I don't think he ever really cared about me in that way. I think it was more just like, she's an opportunity for me to make money and I'm not going to let that go. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you crash your car. Where do you guys go to next?
So when I crashed my car, we were arguing probably about drugs again. I crashed my car into like somebody's front lawn. He goes and stays with a friend. I go back to my family's.
Did your family have any idea what's going on at this point?
At this point, they don't know that I'm addicted to opiates. No.
Really?
No. I think they just thought I was like in it. They knew I was in an abusive relationship because I was always a wreck. Like if they ever saw me, I was just like breaking down. So I tell them I'm done with him. I go to their house and then the withdrawals kick in. And this is probably like the first time that I'm like really like, because, the more you build a tolerance to it, the worse the withdrawals get. So before I'd feel like I had the flu and be like, oh, I just have the flu. At this point, I knew and I made the connection that, okay, I need those drugs. And the only way I knew how to get them was to go back with him. So,
yeah.
I think at this point it's like winter. So either late 2020 or early 2021, I call him and go back to him, and he's staying with this family who's living out of a hotel, and he's sleeping in their van. And this is like probably the turning point to where things got really bad, because when I go meet up with him, he's not doing perks anymore. He's doing pure fentanyl. Or not pure, but the powder form of fentanyl.
Yeah, of course.
So he's staying with this family. This family is doing, we never did IV. We always smoked it or snorted it. Or like I did. I snorted and smoked it. I don't know if he ever did IV. So we're staying with this family, and this, this mom she's doing IV. Her and her husband are doing IV. They have 3 kids under the age of 9 who are in the hotel room, watching them get high. There's fentanyl around. Like, it's just like, it was just a crazy situation to see how much addiction can affect people, and that it can affect anyone, like a family. And the kids just act like it's normal. Like she would come back from like the needle exchange with like the little biohazard box and all her needles and stuff, and the kids would act like they're like getting gifts. Like it was like they were excited for some reason. So that was crazy to see. We are now donating plasma to get money to get high. And basically for like until there was like snow on the ground. So until like spring, that's what we're doing. Donating plasma every day. Staying in this van of this family's van. And yeah, we just do that for a couple months. And then one day I go to donate plasma and I'm too underweight. So he can still do it, but I mean, we're not getting that much money without the both of us doing it. So now we start like stealing stuff to pawn it off or put it online to sell it. Just like dumb stuff, like stealing tools out of people's truck beds or like literally anything we could do. Or like we would go ask a plug like, oh, do you need anything from the store? Go to Walmart, steal a bunch of stuff from Walmart or Target, and then bring it back to them just for money or drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when we left the van. I'm sure it was, again, like he stole from them or something happened where we had to run away from that situation. Sorry, I'm trying to remember where we went after that.
So you're running and gunning with this guy,
Yeah.
And it's now 2021?
Yeah, I think it's like early 2021, yeah.
Okay. And how much longer are you with this guy for?
We were officially done when I got pneumonia, I think in the end of 2023.
Or you stayed with him for a few more years.
Yeah, I was with him for a while.
And you guys were using that whole time.
Every day, yeah.
And it was just coming up with new ways every single day to get money, to get high.
Yeah.
What does that feel like for the listener who like that sounds exhausting.
Yeah, it's a really hopeless feeling. Like even just reliving it, like there's like a sense of dread that comes with like just thinking of that's how life was for 4.5 years, 4 years. I don't think I'd wish that on my worst enemy. I mean, like that's like you're just hopeless. Yeah, there's a way out. I mean, you can go get sober, but like there's also a fear that comes with the withdrawals and like it's just like you're terrified. I mean, like you're not safe out there. You don't know who's around you. You don't know what kind of other addicts there are. I mean, we're all addicts. We're all going to try to like get off on one another. So
yeah,
you're just hopeless and you don't really see a way out. So you just keep getting numb. You just keep getting high to get numb. And you just repeat that every day.
So were you also dancing during this whole time, on and off?
At the beginning when we started like the powder fentanyl, I was dancing, but I mean, it got to the point where like the club was like, you look like an addict, like you can't work here anymore. So,
ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Take us through after leaving this guy, you guys break up. Now and congratulations to you. Tomorrow is 1 year clean and sober for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you got clean and sober June of 2024. You leave this guy at the end of 2023. There's still probably like a year. What happens during that year after you leave him and then when you finally get sober?
So I didn't leave him. I got pneumonia in February of 2023, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I get like bad pneumonia. I go to the hospital. I'm in the hospital for probably like a week. I don't remember any of the hospital stay. I just remember waking up and my parents were asleep on the couch beside me, and that was definitely a wake up call. Just like, I had tried like state detoxes before, and like, I think at one point in all the years of us running, I did come to Florida to try to get sober. That it obviously didn't work. I just found fentanyl down here, and then ultimately went home and stayed back up there for a little bit. This time I got pneumonia. When I saw my parents just sleeping on the couch beside me, I don't know. Part of me was like, oh, fuck it. I mean, I'll just keep going. But another part of me was just like, could just feel their heartbreak that they just were tired of it. Sorry.
No, I understand. We put our families through hell and we disregard our families, and we don't intentionally do it. It's a disease of addiction. I did the same thing, and I had that moment of realization as well, and that moment of clarity. And that's part of our bottom, unfortunately. But fortunately, it sometimes motivates us to get clean and sober.
Yeah.
So I understand it's emotional and it's tough because these people, you know, speaking about our parents, want us just the best for us.
Yeah.
You know, and they work and they provide and they give us the attention, you know, whatever attention we need. So it is upsetting. I understand.
Yeah. So at some point while I was in the hospital, they asked me if I wanted to go to rehab, and obviously part of me did and part of me did not want to go at all. But I just said yes with the thought in the back of my head, like, I'll just go for maybe a month to satisfy them in a way, and then I'll come back down.
We all do that. Yeah.
And I did go. I did end up coming to Florida.
I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off.
you're fine.
Was this the time you got sober?
And I did relapse probably because it was in February. I came down here. I think I relapsed
February 2024, you came down here.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I used in probably May, and then
through June, and then you got sober in June.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So
sorry to cut you off. So February 2024, you come down to Florida to go to treatment.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And I got, put on the whole Suboxone thing. I tried to get off Suboxone, like basically, the taper, the regular taper. I just could not do it. I could not just taper off of it and just stop it, because Suboxone is a hell of a drug. So I relapsed because I wanted to, but I relapsed because of the feeling of being off the Suboxone gave me. So I relapsed once, and then, back through the whole detox, residential, all that. And then a doctor recommended Sublocade to me, and I don't know why they didn't recommend that the first time. So I got on Sublocade for probably 3 months. Did that.
That's this time. So that's this time sober, right?
Yeah.
Can you explain to the audience what Sublocade is?
Yes.
Is it Subucade or Sublocade?
Sublocade is it's a shot. It goes in your muscle, in your stomach. It's basically Suboxone, but in a longer, it stays in your system longer. And so you Suboxone lasts probably 8 hours. I think the half-life is 8 hours. Sublocade stays in your system for about a month.
Is it like Vivitrol?
In a way, yeah.
Do you feel high off of it?
No, I never felt high off of it, no.
Okay.
I mean, I never felt high off Suboxone either. I know some people do. I never had that experience.
Yeah. Okay. So you take this shot. And so I want to clarify. I don't think Sublocade has the component that Suboxone does, where it does get you high. I think it's just, it's like a Vivitrol shot is what you were taking. So it basically just covers, it blocks your pain receptors. So if you went to go use an opiate, it wouldn't allow you to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So great. So you do that for 3 months and it's a success.
Yep. I get off of it with no problem. It was not like Suboxone at all.
Did you go back to treatment after you relapsed?
Yeah. I went back to, so I was in a sober living. I relapsed at the sober living. They sent me back to a detox. From the detox, I didn't go to PHP and IOP. I just went back to the sober living. So.
Okay. And then that's when you started the Sublocade for 3 months.
Yeah.
Were you going to meetings or anything?
In the beginning, yeah, a lot. My sober living wanted me to do 90 and 90. I don't think I did 90 and 90, but I did a lot. Yeah, a lot.
So you changed your life completely.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Started making my bed in the morning. Yeah.
What other tools have you implemented in your sobriety within the last year that, helped you?
Therapy definitely helps. I actually work I'm a BHT in a rehab now. So, just helping other people right now I think it's great for me. And it also challenges me because probably every week I find drugs and I don't feel like, I don't have the urge to use them, if that makes sense. So, it challenges me. I don't go to as many meetings as I should. Probably because I work in treatment. I think it's hard to have myself surrounded by it at all times, but
of course
I should go to meetings. Therapy. I do therapy probably every other week. That's one of the big ones that's helped. Yeah, I mean, I'm still taking it slowly. Like, I have a lot of trauma to process. I have a lot of healing to do. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you got to take it day by day, literally.
Well, in order to do the trauma healing therapy, you need to be clean and sober, and you've done that. And I think, and again, congratulations, tomorrow's 1 year.
Thank you.
You were using fentanyl. Were you sleeping on the streets as well? You mentioned your back was bad from, like, you hurt your back.
I slept behind like a fitness connection near, those like AC unit things?
Yeah, of course.
I slept like in like a little corner with that thing. Like, I wish I had a picture, but yeah, I slept outside for probably like a full year. Yeah.
Wow. And I mean, you were living on the street homeless, using fentanyl, and you successfully got off. And today, well, tomorrow, you're going to have a year clean and sober. You're a miracle.
Thank you.
That never happens. How old are you?
24.
You're 24. I mean, you have your whole entire life ahead of you. All the time I see on television, I see YouTube videos, these stories of parents who have lost their kid to fentanyl. You have your entire life ahead of you. And even you coming on here and sharing your experience, there are going to be people who are currently in the situation that you were in a year ago.
Yeah.
And know that it's possible and that you can change your life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's something to be very proud of.
Thank you.
And commend yourself on. Are you able to give yourself grace today?
That's a tough one.
We're our own worst critics.
Yeah, I think that's just the case. Yeah. I mean, I know I've been through a lot, and I know, like, it's just like a crazy story for someone my age to have gone through. But I downplay everything. So, but I am very grateful that for what I've gone through and how far I've come. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how is your relationship today with your parents and your sisters?
With my parents, it's pretty good. It's like, I don't think it's been this good in years. So I'm really grateful for that. With my sisters, I just think I need to reach out to them more. We're not as close as I would like to be. I think that has to do with distance, and also just, I'm a bad texter. I'm a bad caller. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I'm just still working on. But my relationship with my family is 1,000 times better than it was a year ago. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Now, today, do you have a sober community, like a sober group of people that you hang out with and you stay close with?
I'm in sober living still. I mean, I'm trying to get out, but yeah, I have a good group of roommates, housemates that I'm a little bit of like a hermit, so I wouldn't say any of them are super close to me, but I know they're there if I need them. I know they're around if I need them. My house manager's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I love her because she stays on me and
that's
just
good.
Make sure I'm doing okay. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, would you recommend for someone who was in your shoes a year and a half ago, would you recommend, it sounds like you went to rehabs and you went detox or rehab, and then you went into sober living. You're still in sober living, which is a structured, sober environment. Do you recommend long-term sober environments for people who are newly sober and clean?
Yeah, I recommend you do the whole thing. Even if you don't want to do it, detox for a month is not going to help you. I mean, it's like, if you're like me, detox for a month is not going to help you. I mean, you have to do, like they say, you have to surrender. Like, you have to do the whole thing. You have to, like, just listen to what people are telling you to do and just do it. As much as you don't want to do it, you have, like, literally it's life or death at that point. Like, obviously you couldn't take care of yourself. You couldn't get yourself out of that situation. So you have to listen to somebody else and take their advice because, like, obviously you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. It's usually the thing that I don't want to do that I need to do.
Yeah.
Right. And it's always the thing I'm unwilling to do that will help get me over that hump, and is 9 times out of 10 best for me. I always look back and say, thank God I did that.
Right. Yeah.
I lived in sober living.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best things. It was honestly a journey. It was an awesome journey. I'm like, sober living, this is terrible. My life's going to be over. Like, it sounds so lame. And it actually turned out to be one of the best things. I actually have some great memories from it. Cause you're pacing together, like you're pacing in sobriety together with a group of people.
Yeah.
And you're having all these new experiences sober together with a group of people, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Florida Shuffle?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Body brokering?
Oh yeah, I have. I feel like that they phased that out though, right? Or like they're not like it's not as common as it was before.
Yeah, they've weeded a lot of them out. Yeah, a lot of insurance scams and getting people to use again so that they can send them through their program again, recharge their insurance, or send to, a brother program or a sister program and get a kickback on that person, which is terrible.
Yeah.
It's costing people their lives. I
mean, if someone offered me like $5,000 to go get high and go back to rehab, I'd do it. In early sobriety, I'd 1,000% do it. Yeah. So it's dangerous.
It is. So what piece of advice would you have for the Brittany who, was living on the street, couldn't get sober, couldn't get clean,
That's a good question.
maybe in an abusive relationship and they can't get out of it?
Probably to ask for help. I don't think I ever asked for help when I was out there. I never called the police. I never told my parents what was really going on. I never told somebody that could help me what was really going on. I kind of just took it. I kind of just took what was happening and dealt with it. And yeah, I think if someone was going through what I went through, or if I could talk to me back then, I'd just say, just ask for help and or just walk away. Like there's no reason you don't have to deal with being hit, being hurt, being, like abused. There's no reason to like have to go through that. So yeah, just either walk away or ask for help.
What prevented you from asking for help?
I think I was ashamed. Number one, I think I was ashamed of how I was living. I think I was embarrassed that I was taking abuse when, before you go through something, you always say you'd never go through that or you'd never put up with that. But then when you're in it, it's just a different story when you're actually living in it. So I think I was just embarrassed, ashamed. And like I just had a problem with vulnerability and I didn't really want people to know how I actually felt and what I was really going through.
Yeah. Do you think that stems from the emotion about your father and like holding it in? And,
yeah,
you just talked about a sense of vulnerability and you were taught that at a very young age to hold those emotions in.
Yeah.
It's funny. My father was more of like, man up, Kevin, let's go, enough with drinking and drugging or whatever, or like whatever emotion I was feeling to drink and drug. And then my mom was like overly emotional. It's crazy. It was like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Polar opposite side of the spectrum. So I was a little all over the place, but I understand. I couldn't imagine. Whatever we are taught at a young age, we bring that with us into adulthood.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Big time.
So, what was one of the craziest things you saw on the street while you were running amok out there?
Oh God, that's a great question. There's a lot. I have to think about it. The family was a big one. The family, them shooting up around their kids was like a crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, like she was like, I remember one time she, like, if you do IV, you get to the point where like you don't have any
veins
anywhere to shoot. So she was shooting like in between her legs. So I remember one time she was in the bathroom like trying to stay away from the kids, and obviously they're kids, so they're running in and out of the bathroom. She's screaming at them. I don't know if it was her husband or her boyfriend is on like the bed. There's blood all over the bed because he can't find a vein. He's like screaming at the kids. The two sons got in a fight and one of them stabbed the other one with a needle. And it was just like normal to them. It was just like a part of their life. And I mean, I still think about them like to this day because it's a crazy way to grow up.
This was in a motel too, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically like a studio.
Yeah, it's small. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
And there were 3 kids under 9.
3, yeah. 2 boys and 1 girl, yeah.
And they were just freely shooting up in front of their kids.
Yeah. Just, it was like normal, yeah.
Oh my God.
She would go, you know what flying a sign is?
No.
Flying a sign is basically like when you write on a sign, I'm poor, or I have 2 kids, no house, or whatever. She would go out there with her kid and like fly a sign and then, you know, drive back to the hotel room. So, I mean, it's just, I never asked her how she got in that situation or how it started, because I feel like, I don't know if she started when she already had kids, if she started before she had kids. I mean, I don't really know the situation, but yeah, that was just a crazy thing to see. I was also in the middle of a shootout once. I was in the middle of a shootout.
Tell us the story, please.
So at this point, I was banned from like, it was near the airport. So there's like a bunch of hotels and motels like in that area, like on one exit. So I was banned from pretty much all the motels in the area. And but I would have to get to the motels because that's where the drug dealers were. So I'd have to like sneak into the motels and stuff. One night I'm sneaking into one, and the security guard there has a shotgun. Is like I don't know if he was allowed. He just had a shotgun. He would just carry it around, and if he saw me, he'd threaten to call the police, put me in handcuffs, and wait for the police. And so I just had to avoid him at all times. So one night I'm sneaking up to this motel, like going through the back fence and like just making sure I don't see him, trying to get upstairs to like the top level of the motel. And I start hearing like guns go off. I'm like there's a shootout, like from someone upstairs is shooting downstairs to somebody in the parking lot, and they're having a shootout. So I'm like trying, like it's a motel, so all the doors are outside. There's no really, you can either be on like the back side or the front side. So I'm like looking for somewhere to hide, and I found like this little corner, and the security guard walks by with a shotgun, and he sees me. He goes, "You're not supposed to be here." And he's like going towards the
shooting.
Yeah. Nobody died or anything, but it was my drug dealer who was in the shootout. So like he had like a bullet through his wall, his motel wall.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Drug deal gone wrong.
I think it was like a gang thing. Like they didn't like whoever was downstairs at the motel or something like that. Yeah.
Got it. Well, Brittany, thank you so much for taking the trip out here. I appreciate you getting vulnerable with us, you know, just to help someone.
Thank you for having me.
Very much so appreciated. And thank you again.
Thank you.